What is up, everybody? GF Pasta coming to you with another Binding of Isaac video. Today we're going to be doing an Eden run, so let's hop in, see what we have, and get started. Today's seed is going to be H3FX9SZV. We're starting off with Wiggle Worm, which is going to give us a Tears Up. We have Jesus Juice, and we have the Unicorn Stump. So let's get into it. The Unicorn Stump is going to give us invincibility, but not do any damage against enemies. And Jesus Juice is a damage and range up. I'm going to get an HP up here from Gluttony. And as you can see, Unicorn Stump doesn't do any damage, but it does make us invincible. Nothing there. And I do not love Wiggle Worm, although it does give us Spectral Tears, which is handy, and adds a little bit of Zane, so we'll hold on to it till we get a better trinket. Let's see what our item room holds for us. We have average damage, and I'm assuming we have average tears without the Wiggle Worm trinket. Surprised we have such low damage, actually, starting with Jesus Juice. I guess it is just a 0.5 damage up, but still. Just puts us barely above average. I hope everybody's having a good night tonight on the night that I upload. Okay, there's Sharp Straw. I'm definitely going to take Sharp Straw instead. Yeah, but hope everybody's having a good night on the night that I'm recording this. Let's check our curse room. I'm having a pretty good night. Wow, okay. So that's going to be the pact. So that's going to deal with our health, our damage, and our tier problem that we had. I happily take that. Nice little surprise. That's why you should always check your curse rooms. That's going to be our super great start. That's going to be HP up, a tears up, and a damage up on our first floor. That's also going to be Sharp Straw, which is a great item. That does 10% of any enemy's health, bosses included. Does 10% damage to their health, plus your own damage. So, give me 10% plus 4.4 damage every time I use it. There you go. And another HP up Old Bandage. You love to see Old Bandage. It's one of the better HP ups, because every once in a while it will spawn a red heart when you take damage. So I'm super happy with this start. Super strong. Exciting start. Hopefully we'll be able to make it all the way to the end. I'll take this. Well, I'll take it and I'll just get some charges on it for the soul heart. That seems fair. I think I'll just see what we get at the end of the floor. See if it pays out. I don't really like Jar of Stuff, I think it's called. I didn't really check to see what it was called. But I don't really like it because the rewards aren't that good. Mr. Boom. Don't need you. Although I appreciate you. So let's see, we have 2 charges. I just want to double check and see. We need 8 charges. That's 8 rooms. Should be able to do that. We'll come back and get Sharp Straw. Yeah, I hope everybody's having a good night. I'm having a good night. I just had some potato and onion soup that I made, which was very good. Some leftovers. Had that with a little sourdough from Whole Foods. Okay. I don't know if it's just our local Whole Foods or if it's all Whole Foods around the country, but we have a bakery at our Whole Foods. I think all Whole Foods have bakeries. But we have a San Francisco sourdough that they make, and that is a recent revelation for me. Something's wrong. It is very, very good. it's one of the best sourdoughs I've had. And my dad just got into making sourdough. And he makes 5 loaves a week for the last year he's been doing it. And his sourdough is, I mean, he's not nearly a master. Because, you know, there's people who've been making sourdough 7 days a week for 15 years. But he's getting very good at it, you know, as a hobby. As a hobby sourdough maker, he's getting very good. And this Whole Foods sourdough has given him a run for his money. Also given my sister, who also makes sourdough, a run for her money. It is some of the best bread I've ever had. So I could actually use this as an HP generator. Our HP's fine. Yeah, our HP is fine, so I won't use it as an HP generator. I take that back. But it's kind of like a Book of Revelations. That's a little less than 7 charges, I think. Maybe not, but I really like Sharp Straw. Sharp Straw just comes through and it just scales. It scales alongside with you. Hangs out with you. Gets better at dealing damage with you, and you gotta love it for that. Curse Room could be here. Let me check. Should be there. Yeah, I think so. But yeah, sourdough is very good. The potato and onion soup. I normally make potato leek soup, but they didn't have. But they didn't have leeks at the store. I guess it could be below, or it could be in the elbow. They didn't have leeks at the store. I didn't want to go to the other store. I didn't want to go over to Whole Foods. Because I had just been there to get the sourdough. I didn't want to go back. Whole Foods, the produce is a little more expensive, so I like to go to a different grocery store near us. That's a little cheaper. I'm going to take that, and I'm going to look for our secret room. And our super secret room for that. Yeah, I didn't want to go back to Whole Foods. So I just bought an extra bag of onions and made potato onion soup. And I guess I didn't realize how important the leeks were. Because leeks they're pretty much onion flavor. But I guess Jar of Flies is tempting, but I'll stick with the straw here. I have no idea where our secret room is, or our super secret room. Could be south of this. Yes, there it is. Wow. I did not think that would explode through the rock, but I guess it did. But you know what? Made up for it. Let's bomb this guy and this guy. Might as well. Exactly why you bomb him. There's Head of the Keeper. Surprises around every corner in this run. That's for certain. Okay. That's good enough. I don't need to look anymore for the super secret room because it's right there. Pretty fly. Definitely don't want to HP up. Okay, that's fine. Basically, got pretty fly and a luck down when all was said and done. So I'm kind of rambling and playing and talking at the same time. I apologize for that. But what I'm getting at is that I made potato and onion soup instead of potato leek soup. And it wasn't as good as the potato leek soup. I guess I just thought onions would be a fine replacement. Let's check our... Don't care about that. Head on down. Thought it would be a fine swap. And I guess it was fine. It was just fine, you know? That's about it. It's as good as it got. Ooh, that was very close. It was fine. I would give it like a 6 out of 10. It was still some... I had some for lunch. It was tasty soup. But my potato leek soup, I mean, not to toot my own horn, but it's very good. It's one of my specialties. it's like an 8 out of 10. And this was not an 8 out of 10. So for future reference, if you calls for leeks, but you only have onions, you can use them, but it's not going to be as good. And if it calls for onions and you want a little extra flavor, I'm going to say toss in some leeks. I know the flavor's different, but their leeks are just more rich. It just seems like it's more rich. It has a more robust flavor. And they kind of just cook down into them like a little more sweet and deep flavor when you cook them. Onions, I just had some yellow onions. It was just a little flat. So, yeah, toss some leeks in when it calls for onions. See what happens. Okay, let's see what we got in our... It's going to be common cold. Don't know why this is a tier 1 item, because I actually thoroughly enjoy it. I think poison damage is a little underrated in Isaac. I got Dead Tooth in one of my previous runs earlier, and that's pretty good. But if I get hit 25 times, I get a bone heart. So if it was 8%, I would certainly take it. I'm going to look for our shop before our boss fight here. Also, jeez, come on. Was not paying attention there. Also, made some Rice Krispies. My friend came over and she made some Rice Krispies, which are so easy, it seems, from what I can tell. They're super easy and they were really good. I mean, homemade Rice Krispies, it's kind of like, you know, the vibe that it has is soccer banquet. It's fully soccer banquet vibe, like, or like bake sale. You know, raising money for the soccer team because they need new jerseys. I'm actually going to do this. And this might be a crazy play, but I've never done it. Okay, nothing there. I've never done this, but I'm going to try it. I'm going to take the coupon. I'm going to use it, get a free bomb. I'm going to swap this out, and I'm going to Black Rune that for a range and luck up. Okay. I just thought I'd try it. Thought I might get a damage up, damage and tears up. I didn't. That's okay. I was really hoping to get the fly for free. Not that it's that big of a deal, but... And money's not really a issue right now. Yeah, Rice Krispie treats. They were vegan. We just bought some vegan marshmallows from Whole Foods. We just mixed it with butter, vegan butter. Mayokos. Shout out to Mayokos. Best vegan butter you can get. And take a tap on Guppy's paw, sure. Mayokos butter. Best vegan butter by a long shot. I actually think it's better than butter. Well, it's definitely better than butter because it's not bad. Well, it's not as bad for you, so it's better in that sense. Yeah, you mix butter, vegan marshmallows, cook them down, add some Rice Krispies, and you got Rice Krispie treats. Hits in that nice sweet spot. I don't try and eat too many sweets, but it's just, you know, Rice Krispie treats. They're just very good. Golden bomb here, I'll take it, and maybe we can find magic mush on this floor. That's the dream. I found it once, I think. I think I've only found it once. Come on. Wiggle worm kind of being annoying at this point. Not quite hitting where I want it to. But that's okay. I like the tears up. It's worth it, in my opinion. Speed up there. Happily take a speed up. Poison coming through. What else? My dad's coming to town. My dad is coming to town soon. We're gonna go see a concert. We're gonna go see this band called the Infamous String Dusters. They're a bluegrass jazz band. I mean, bluegrass jam band, I should say. And I'm not really into jam bands. I used to be in high school. I was really into them. I still like the Grateful Dead because they're kind of more like classic rock jam. I like the Grateful Dead still, but I was really into Fish, and I was into String Cheese Incident, Twiddle, these sort of goofy, silly bands. I was also into 311, but that's another conversation. And yeah, so my dad really likes jam bands, so I go with him, and excuse me. The Infamous String Dusters, I saw them at a music festival, and I saw them also here a few years ago. They're an exception in terms of jam bands for me. They are very, very good. I'm very excited to see them. I've actually looked for tickets to see them previous to this. I didn't even know they were coming to town. But yeah, they're really good. They're just amazing at their instruments, and they really know how to build up a jam. I like bluegrass a lot. That's another reason I like them. Come on. Didn't see that creep until it was too late, and I couldn't dodge that hit. But yeah, they're just a great band, and they really know their instruments well. Some of the more talented bluegrass musicians I've ever seen. And they do covers and whatnot, and they do original songs, of course, but they're just real fun. And they can jam real fast, real loud, build you up really well. So I think it's going to be a good time. We are on Catacombs 2, okay. So we got a little ways to go. Kind of taking my sweet time on this run. I guess not taking too long. I played Tainted Cain for the first time. I just unlocked Tainted Cain. And I think I mentioned that in my last video. But I played him quite a bit this weekend. But 2 nights ago, on Saturday, I streamed. I didn't plan on streaming on Saturdays, but I just felt like streaming on Saturday. And I did Greedier with Tainted Cain. And if you don't know about Tainted Cain, he has a bag of crafting. That's his active item. And Brittle Bones. What does this do? Okay, I just unlocked this today. Replaces all your red heart containers with 6 bone hearts. When bone heart is lost, 8 bone tears, fire 8 bone tears in all directions, 0.4 fire rate permanently. Yeah, I'm gonna take that. Oh, I see. Okay. So they go ahead of your... Yeah, this isn't too bad, actually. Just gonna pick up some red hearts. I thought it might be worse, like a little more risky, but... Yeah, permanent tear up is gonna be pretty good. I wonder if I get extra bone hearts, if it will also apply. Like if I get bone marrow after losing 1 or something. Luckily we had a whole bunch of red hearts here. So like I was saying, I don't remember what I was saying. So that's nice. Let's fight our boss. And we will see if we get a devil or an angel deal. It's gonna be the Wretched. Could really use a damage up here. Tier rate is alright. One thing to be careful of when it comes to the Wretched is not only the spiders, but if he kind of varies in the speed that he drops. So sometimes he'll drop at a slower speed, sometimes he'll drop at a higher speed after hitting his peak height from a jump. So you really want to be out of his way as quickly as possible, because it's hard to predict the exact movements he's going to be making. Okay, I'm going to come here. I'm going to, since we're getting an HP up, I'm going to tap that just for the transformation. And you know what? I'm going to lose a Bone Heart because I want a Tears Up. I'm going to lose 2. Or make it 3. Oops. Make it 3 here. Okay. Now we have a very good tears rate. So we don't have to be concerned about tears for the rest of the run. And I wonder if that breaks the tier cap. Because if it does, that would be awesome. So we get a luck up and a luck up and an... God damn it. Sorry, I'm focused here. Luck up and an HP up from Magic Scab. And we also going to get Midas's Touch, so money really is not going to be a problem for this run. I don't know why. I know I'm not supposed to get myself locked into corners, but I just tend to not realize where I'm going. And then I get locked into corners. I think it's getting to be about the time where I drop Wiggle Worm. Now that we have a decent tier rate, it's not really much of a need for it, and it just makes it very easy to miss. Let me sneak through, maybe get an HP up here. Or the compass. The compass would be nice. Chariot card. Or a box of stuff. Okay, let's see what this pill is. Luck down. So we don't really get a luck up. Ace of Hearts. I'll use that. Maybe hopefully get a soul heart. Okay. Ace. We do get a soul heart. Could have probably had a better room for that, but that's okay. Kia bomb. Don't need the extra secret room. So we're gonna keep Wiggle Worm. I will do this. Okay. Not getting so lucky on the pickups this run. A little lucky with a couple things, like Head of the Keeper was pretty lucky. Money is not really a question now. But unlucky when it comes to other things. I guess that just means I'm having an average run, so I don't really know what I'm talking about. But, oh, I was talking about Tainted Cane. That's what I was talking about earlier. So, yeah. Tainted Cane. I did a Tainted Cane greedier run. If you don't know what Tainted Cane does, he has the bag crafting. So, rather than having regular items, like regular pedestal items, Tainted Cane is, when he runs into pedestal items, they're going to turn into pickups. And then you're going to pick up the pickups with the bag of crafting. I'll do this. And the bag of crafting crafts different pedestal items based on how good the pickups you pick up are. So if you do like a bunch of golden keys and some nickels and dimes, you're going to get a pretty good item. If you do like only coins, you're not going to get a very good item. Or only like pennies, you're not going to get a very good item. So in greedier mode, you can completely break greedier mode by finding the recipe for Steam Sale and just continuously crafting it. Because by the time you craft 2 Steam Sales, the cost of an item in the shop is less than the amount of pickups you get. So you can essentially craft until your shop costs nothing. Take botfly there. And you can completely break the game. And then I got the D22 and I started just multiplying and multiplying everything. But what happened was I kind of like overdid it or something, or I was so focused on the game and there was so much happening with all my tier effects and like the fight and everything and all the pickups around me. It just started, like, I got sick. I literally like got motion sickness. And it kind of like messed up my night. I know it's so weird to say like, oh, I got sick from playing Isaac, but I really think that is what happened because it felt like when you like look at your phone in the car or something, like that kind of motion sickness. But it also reminded me of like when you have VR. I don't know if you guys have ever used VR. I've used it a couple times in my life, but it felt like when you have VR and it's not calibrated to your exact vision, it's a little off, and you just sort of start to feel like sick. Pay to play actually is like kind of smart since I have 65 coins. And I only have 7 keys. Gonna be Loki here. Yeah, so yeah, so I just got like felt motion sickness like when you have VR that's not set up properly. And it just felt really bad. And so I just ended up laying in bed, eating some not the potato soup. This was the night before I made potato soup. Ended up eating a different kind of soup and some ginger and mint tea, which was nice. And I watched Shark Tank. Just sat in bed and watched Shark Tank. No double deal, but we do get the pentagram. That's the damage up I was looking for. So let's head on down. I don't know if I got our secret room there, but that's all right. Oh, I should have used the Joker card there. That's all right. I can use it on Cathedral or something when we definitely don't get one. So that doesn't take coins there. I'm gonna hold off on that in case there's a beggar or something. We definitely didn't make it to boss rush. That's okay. But yeah, that's something like that has never really never really happened to me. So it was odd. I wasn't stoked on it. I really did not feel good. But and like even the next day, like if I was watching something that had like too much going on, it made me feel sick. It was really odd. Bizarre, man. Bizarre. So be careful when you're playing Tainted Cane. Don't break the game too much. Definitely take a health up there. Don't overbreak the game because it can drive you mad and make you ill. Bedridden. But I'm fine today. For a second there I was like, is this ruining? Like, am I never going to be able to play Isaac again? But it wasn't the case. I don't know if, was this the, let me try this here. That's a health down. That's the opposite of the one that I just took. And it's going to be a greed fight with all this money. I'm going to have nothing to do with it. Nothing to do with all our money. And another 25 cents. Sorry, I just had a brain fart. We have nothing to do with all our money. Thank you. Okay. Gotta find our item room. Item room, and secret room. Super secret room, maybe? No? Okay. Secret room could be south of this room. Possibly. should go the other direction too. Let Botfly deal with the tears, the oncoming tears. Plenty of money. You need to pick that up. Yeah, it could be here. Yep, that's what I thought. Sure. The world card. I would normally hold on to that, but I don't really have to. So I want to hold on to our Joker card. Thank you, Botfly, for saving me there. Very handy Botfly maneuver. It's gonna be a little chest, which I don't really love, but that's okay, little chest. You're doing your best. You're the best chest that you can be. Not a half bad run here. Could use a damage up, honestly. And we are going up to the chest, not the dark room, so. Really? Okay. Gonna be our mom fight here. It's gonna be the mom that doesn't spawn any enemies, I'm pretty sure, so that's good. Straw, sharp straw, gonna be super handy here. Good poison there. I remember the first time I beat Mom. That was quite a accomplishment. I was quite happy. I remember looking on Reddit and being like, Mom fight too hard. What do I do? And being like, there's something wrong. It shouldn't be this hard. And then I remember when first time I no-hit Mom. That was another proud moment of mine. And looks like it's going to be a no-hit Mom situation here as well. We did touch Guppy's paw, but I like the chest better, so. Curse of the Blind, that's fine. Curse of the Blind, I don't mind. Take a soul heart there. Worst comes to worst, if we don't get any damage up at all, or any sort of, doesn't have to be an exact damage up, but it could be a tear effect that gives us a damage up or something. If we don't get anything like that, I can always sacrifice the bone hearts and get a tear up, which is essentially a damage up. Botfly being a champ. I hate this room. Knew I would get tagged there. Let's try this again, I guess. There we go. Let's see what's in our boss trap room. I'm gonna check, and I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna risk that and take it. It could be Cursed Eye, it could be a Guppy item. I wasn't even thinking I should have used our Joker card. Again, I should have used the Joker card on that last floor, but it's okay. Guppy's head, indeed it is. I'll hang on to Guppy's head. Come on. There you go, jeez. Yeah, I'll hang on to Guppy's head. I like Guppy's head. Do I like Guppy's head? Now, see, this is actually kind of a difficult question. I don't think I like Guppy's head in this situation. It's good, and if I had picked up that fly item in the beginning of the game, 10% of enemies' max health is really good. It's essentially like, if you're in a fight, you're gonna do it 3 times if it's a decent fight. That means bosses have 30% less health. Or I can get, on bosses, I can get one to 3 flies. So, yeah, seems like a no-brainer to me. And I'm already getting some flies from this Rotten Heart, so should be fine. Tears up. Amazing. Let's see. Secret room. I don't know if it could be here. Let's find out. It is there. Okay. Secret rooms 3 times out of 5, we'll say. Not a little more than half the time aren't good. They don't pay out with anything, and it feels like I wasted a bomb, which is too bad. I wish that they paid out a little bit more. The amount of times I see a pedestal in a secret room. I guess it has to be rare because there's so many secret rooms. But I'll go 5 or 6 runs without seeing any pedestal item in a secret room. So if it's 1 out of 100, 1% of the time, even then, it feels like it's less than 1% of the time. Is there any item? Definitely take that. Ooh, thought I could sneak by that. Not quite. Sorry, Isaac. Take a speed up there. We're just looking for the boss room. There it is. Let our flies do the work here. Thank you, flies. We have 1 bomb. I don't know if the super secret room's there or not. Gonna be the Fallen, which is nice because we get a definitely get a Devil Deal item, which will be nice. Hopefully that is Brimstone or Sulfur. I'd take Sulfur too. It's gonna be Black Powder. I would have taken whatever that was here if it wasn't a Krampus fight because I want to get Guppy. Might lose our Bone Heart here, but that's okay. This is our last Devil Deal, so. Lump of Coal. An underrated item, I think. It's really, really good. My hair is starting to hurt. My hair is starting to hurt, actually. Like, I don't know if any of you have long hair, but I'm sure somebody out there has long hair that's watching this. When you wear a hat all day, it like presses your hair down, and then when you move it, it starts to hurt. That's what's happening with my hair, with my headphones. Sorry, just trying to avoid damage here. I don't know what happened to our Joker card, and I apologize that I lost that. I totally just forgot. Wasn't paying attention. I can't be perfect telling stories and playing at the same time. It's pretty hard. So. Lost the Joker card, that's okay. Somewhere along the way I dropped it for a Hero Font card or something, and I didn't pick it back up. That's okay, hopefully we get a Guppy transformation here. I would have liked money equals power over Black Powder. That would have been nice. Game's really trying to push Curse the Maze on us. There goes our Bone Heart, but that's a Tears Up, so it's okay. Those are some of the hardest enemies to defend against. Any eye enemy in this game is really, really hard to avoid. They just have some sort of homing. That is too good. I've also been playing sacrifice rooms quite a bit more lately, and they're very good. That's how I actually got all the completion marks with Maggie. I finally, this weekend... Hold on. Finally this weekend got all the completion marks with Maggie. Which was nice, and it was from playing Angel Room. I went and I got the whatever item it is that gives you flight and +1 red heart. It's like the Holy Grail or whatever. I know it's not called Holy Grail. It's not Monty Python, but it's something like that. Come on. There we go. And I got that to start, and then I just had a pretty strong start. And yeah, it was a pretty good run. And I beat Mother with it. Did I say Beast? I meant Mother. So now I'm almost at all the completion marks with all of the regular characters and some of the tainted characters. Like I have almost everything with tainted Azazel, almost everything with tainted Bethany, almost everything with tainted Isaac, but not quite there. I think I have 440 out of 600 and something achievements. Complete miss with that bomb, that's okay. Sharp Straw coming in clutch. Underrated item. There we go, gonna get a devil deal here. And I'll take both of these. Little Brim and Guppy's Collar. That's gonna be a last minute Guppy. Amazing. Sometimes you gotta just risk it and play it. Sometimes you just gotta go for it. Up to the cathedral, we are now much stronger. We don't have to sacrifice our bone heart. Our DPS is now crazy. Although we may unintentionally sacrifice our bone heart. But yeah, the flies from Guppy are just gonna be next level. Thank you, Guppy. Getting a lot of Guppies lately, actually. I think we had Guppy on another one of our runs. I'll play this beggar for... Really looking for the compass, but maybe an HP up. Certainly take a key. Can never have enough keys. Gonna be an HP up, sure. There's two of these guys. Wow. They have such low HP. I forget how little HP they really have. And right to the boss room. Thank you very much. No hassle here on this floor. No problem. This should be a... I don't want to say it's a one run, but... Unless we get Curse... The only way I think this is not a one run is if we get Curse of the Blind on the next floor. On the chest, and I'm stupid, and I'm like, it's fine, I'll just take the item, and we get something like, and we get like Isaac's heart. We get something like Isaac's heart. I can't think of any other really terrible items in the game. Oops. Might lose this bone heart here, but that's okay. I won't be too mad about it. Maybe kind of should lose it. There we go. Look at that. Sharp Straw with the finishing touch there. Thank you, Sharp Straw. We did not get Curse of the Blind. We're going to get Speedball. I'll take that. We're going to get Birdcage. I guess I'll take it. We're going to get Euthanasia. We're going to get the Leech. Sure, maybe we could get Spun. A little last minute Spun I wouldn't be too mad about. I like the euthanasia. Euthanasia is good. Yeah, shouldn't be much of a problem this run. Sharp Straw, certainly the MVP here. Sharp Straw coming in as a powerful, showing himself as a powerful player in the world of Isaac. Could lose this Bone Heart here. I don't know why you'd take Lazy Worm, unless you got out of hand and you like had a broken shot speed. That was so fast that it skipped over enemies, which honestly feels like it's possible. I wouldn't put it past Isaac to allow you to break the game so much that your shot speed's too fast. And that was quite the schmoove there with that Brimstone, buddy. Should probably just focus on one at a time. I'm not going to be too upset if we lose this Bone Heart. I kind of want to, actually. I'll let fate decide. I see why Isaac is an intimidating game to start playing. Because when you get rooms like this, where something is just like always happening, and you cannot catch a break. Like this is less. I mean, that's a little crazy when they both shot at me, but like a room like this, I can understand. Okay, people can understand that it's doable. But some of the rooms, like even this one, for a new player, it's like, what is happening? Which enemy should I worry about? Every single enemy's coming at me. It can be very overwhelming. Even on some of the first floors, it can be overwhelming. Which is part of the fun of Isaac. It's part of the fun in the challenge. That's why I like Isaac. But it's a little bit crazy for new players. Certainly was crazy for me. Like, I didn't even start playing greed mode until way later, because I was just like, what the hell is happening here? Two dimes. That's the most payout I've ever seen from a sack, for sure. 2 dimes from a singular sack. Right when we didn't need them. All right, we are really running the gamut here on this map. Hopefully this is the right direction. If not, it's okay. You guys are just gonna have a little bit longer video. Glad to get Guppy. Always glad to get Guppy. That's the best transformation in the game, in my opinion, and it's so rewarding when you get it. So glad the collar popped. That Guppy popped collar came out. Surprised I didn't get hit there. And that was the correct direction, indeed. That's going to be a one run there for sure. Maybe we could even no hit. Blue baby. Here we go. And you know what, Wiggle Worm, you've been doing us good. Let's stick with you the whole time. Pop the Emperor's card. Not much I can say other than that's a one run. Sharp Straw doing big damage. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I love Sharp Straw. That's going to be that. Thank you guys so much for watching. Sharp Straw coming through, of course. And that's that. Hope you guys have a good night. And hope you enjoy this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, comment. Let me know if you like the videos. Let me know if there's anything different I can do to switch the videos up. Thank you.